Good morning, as Mom says, with a very raspy voice this morning. Yeah, I've been coughing a lot. Good morning and welcome to the Dark Mom Consortium for March the 7th, 2024. I am Mom, and apparently I'm just me today, so hi everybody. I see there's some folks out there. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all having a good day. Apologies for the voice. I was going to say it's because I've been coughing all night, and then I just got a message from a friend whose allergies are kicking up, so I guess this pleasant early spring weather is got all the flowers pollinating or all the trees pollinating or whatever. So it's allergy season here in scenic Indiana. So I've got my hot coffee, which is just about gone. And I'm going to brave the wilds of downtown Indianapolis in search of a decent cup of coffee because I've already moved the coffee pot over to the new house. So hopefully starting Sunday night, we will be able to live stream from the new place. But I haven't tried it yet. This should be interesting. Good morning, Chris. How are you? Probably should take the computer over today and see if things work, but I don't want to haul it back and forth 3 or 4 times. So we will wait till tomorrow evening and see if we can do a live stream from there. And if not, I have no idea what we're going to do. Because I bought the house, I'm kind of committed, and I can't keep a house just to do live streams. And I can't keep a house if I'm not doing live streams. So I was just seeing the new YouTube that MC Stu put out regarding the future of Cryptic and Star Trek Online. But it's just kind of reviewing everything that was talked about by the VP who did the announcement a couple of days ago, where basically Cryptic is going to be going bye-bye and Dika is going to be taking over Star Trek Neverwinter and Champions Online. Are those the 3? The 3 that are out there already. So they will continue to exist. Cryptic will not. So, that's the way things go. It also means that there's the potential for changes. So, Chris, I remember seeing your question about servers. I do believe that they specifically addressed the issue of the servers. They're not absorbing it. They're taking over the 3 games, and Cryptic itself, as a financial institution, business entity, whatever it is just going away. Cryptic will be no more. So basically, Embracer kind of ripped the assets out of Cryptic, including the people they want to keep and then all the products they want to keep, and sold them or distributed them internally. And then they're going to bring in some more people or train Dika people to run the games and things like that. But that does mean that, okay, the workers within Dika, some are being allocated to work on Star Trek. Some will go to Champions. Some will go to Neverwinter. And some will take admin positions, etc., etc. They are also hiring new people at Dika. If you go to dikagames.com, you can see the lists of all the positions they're hiring for. So they are bringing on additional people. I know they're trying to move some of the better people over from Cryptic, but the cost of devs over in Europe is a lot cheaper than the cost of devs here. So taking on a $200,000 a year dev from the States versus getting 4 from Europe is what they're kind of looking at the moment. Are they as good? Who knows? But they did specifically address at one point the topic of the fact that the servers are an issue. And that looks like that's on the schedule for getting repaired, replaced, something. Though I didn't see a timeline for that. They're aware that it's a big issue. But there's no current plan for Star Trek Neverwinter or Champions to disappear. Not in the short term or the long term. So I guess as long as they are financially positive, they'll continue on. Lemurray's the servers. The servers are garbage.
Is that me? I see a very particular person in here.
Just me. We're talking about the servers for Star Trek, and if you've been noticing the issues with lag,
recently?
Well, always. But particularly recently.
Actually, quite recently.
Yeah.
I've not been having those issues with the lag.
Oh, it's gotten really bad. If you want to see it in action, go do Pavo Space Elite and watch the thing just rubber band into nothingness. It's just overwhelming. Oh, like how the game freezes whenever I refine my dill? No, it's just terrified of your dill. It sees all that dill and goes, no, that's work. I don't want you to do work. Kind of how I am today and have been for a couple of days.
So how are you,
I'm not good. I was better yesterday, but I think that was the residual drugs in my stream. And I don't want to do the drugs today, but I may wind up doing them. I have to get through today. Today they're cleaning the house, and then I can start unpacking things. And then the big move is on Saturday morning. So I keep thinking, if I can get through Saturday morning, almost everything will be moved out of the townhouse and will be moved into the house. And then all I have left is to get this place cleaned up and turn it over to the landlord. But I will tell you, it's freaking me out, and my bosses are like, just don't worry about work. Just deal with that right now. But you can hear it in my voice. I am shaking.
Shall we go pew pew?
We can go pew pew. Chris says it's the struggle between their intent to keep the dill and the requirement to give it back to you. So true. I did put a couple things on the exchange today in my attempt to go buy a Shrike. They're looking currently at 1.4 billion on a Shrike. I don't need it that badly, but I used to have like that much money, and maybe because I just don't play as much and I'm not selling as much as I used to. So I have to get out there and do that. Speaking of...
I think Damo should retire from work. 100%.
Joshua, I'm working on that, but it is tax season, and my financial dude is like, can we possibly talk about this after April 15th? I'm like, I've waited this long to retire. I can wait another month or so. He's like, thank you. Okay, speaking of the Screaming Litas, let's see what's going on here. We put up 2 big projects. We put up upgrade the embassy and upgrade the spire. And both are pretty much filled. Ooh, if you have fleet marks, let's see if I've got any. I've got some fleet marks. If you are in any of the Starfleet Strike Group, go over to the Screaming Litas. They need marks on the Upgrade the Spire project. We're still looking for another 7,000 marks. Expertise, EC, and dilithium for both Spire and the Embassy. It's 3 million in dilithium that we're going to have to try and raise to cover these 2, and this is just an upgrade. So if we don't raise that 3 million by, let's say, Sunday, when I get set up on the new thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a ship, and maybe it'll just be a tier 6 ship, and I will set up 100 raffle tickets, and we'll go from there. Donate, buy a raffle ticket, get a ship. Mm-hmm. It will not be an infinity ship. I don't have any extras of those, but I could buy you a Lobby ship. Either a Lobby or a tier 6, one or the other. Let's see if I've got some expertise. I'll burn that one for everybody.
So, apart from a minor, heartbreak with doing the house, what we're doing?
I don't know. I haven't done my pavos for the day, but I can also push those off till after the show, unless somebody needs to run them.
I do.
Well, then we can do a pavo.
My particular in doing Parvo Space is due to the fact I've been very consistent. I've done Parvo Space, and I'm going to get my 1,100 points.
I think I'm a smidge ahead of that, but I'm not entirely sure.
But the way I've worked it out, if I get 1,100 points each event for the next 4 events...
Oh, yeah, you'll have it done.
Yeah. I'll have 4 days remaining of the 4th event, effectively. That's doing it the free way, guys, not the paid way.
Yeah, I always do it the free way.
I'm on calling today.
Yeah, I know. I just sent you an invitation.
What else we start?
I'm at ESD1.
Coming over.
Chris, you're making me feel like I should go get an air fryer, except I have so little counter space in this new place. I was over there for a while and I was telling it about this earlier, that the door from the bedroom to the bathroom, they put in something that's getting to be very common here, which is a sliding door on the exterior wall rather than like a pocket door where it slides inside the wall. But this just sits on the outside, and we call them barn doors because that's how barn doors are here. And this looks like a barn door, which are vertical planks and then a diagonal plank at the halfway points, going from the lower right corner to the upper left, and from the lower left on the top half to the upper right on the top portion of it. And it looked homemade, and as I took it down I realized it was homemade. It was basically glued together with a couple of screws here and there, but they hadn't picked out long enough screws, so they only went into the second level of the boards by maybe 1/4 of an inch at most. And it's a miracle this thing didn't fall down earlier, though it was bolted to the wall and then some. So yesterday I spent part of the day disassembling this, i.e. taking a hammer to it, and realizing so many of the repairs in the house, not repairs, but the upgrades are at that level of Mom and Dad built it. So there's work to be done here. Let's see. Chris needs destructible torps, dreads ×3, and repair hull and space. Well, I think we can probably deal with that. Let's do a Pavo run first, if everybody's good with that.
You know what I've got today?
What have you got? I've got garbage today, so I'll deal with it later.
Because I'll be doing this on the second run, on the second space TFO. Plasma damage space.
Can do that on this one.
For 5,000, because I'm using the jellyfish. I'm just basically doing no damage, just doing electrical damage the entire time. Repair hull space.
Okay.
For 50,000.
Okay.
And plasma damage for 500,000.
Easy peasy.
I know, right?
Man, I've got Zenkethi ships in the battle zone, Terran ships in the battle zone, and Voth on the ground.
For flip's sake.
Yeah, really. Who wants that? Let me get us queued up here. What do you think of my character? What do I think of your character? Hold on a second. Are you standing by me?
I'm standing in front of you.
Cute uniform. Nicely done uniform. We all need our little Wrath of Khan uniforms here and there. Let me get us queued up here for a little Pavo.
Here's my temple wee-woo.
Wee-woo, everybody? Don't hit accept till we get a wee-woo from everybody, because got one from Lemuri's. Chris, just waiting on you. Because I know sometimes Chris is changing out ships, and I've learned... Oh, you already hit it? Okay, I was waiting on you. That's fine.
So...
I just didn't want to jump the gun, Chris, because I've done that a couple of times and gotten you kicked.
If you guys want me to, I can set up a beta from the start.
Sure, go for it.
And effectively, I do not move from this location for the entire TFO.
That's fine. I mean, we'll figure out who needs help here.
So effectively, I take the responsibility of doing beta.
Let's see. I'm not going to do much of anything except go out and shoot things.
Isn't that your entire job?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
If you wonder what Endeavour rank I'm at right now, I think the last time we were talking about it, I was Endeavour rank 616 or something crazy.
Oh, you were higher than that, weren't you?
I'm now 628.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm quite there with my other account. This account obviously maxed out long ago. I'll activate the satellites here at Beta, and you can just go camp wherever you need to be.
I'll just camp right here.
Okay, you camp there. I'll take care of the satellites.
The one thing is, about the way this works, I'm protecting the satellite that's directly behind me.
Well, then you can activate that satellite since you're sitting on it. I'll get the other 3.
Yeah.
And then it looks like I'm going to go up to Alpha with Chris.
It means I can activate this as tactical, because this character is tactical.
Good. Well, I'm not going to activate him for real when the time comes, because I'm garbage.
But I don't mind if you activate the other 3 as engineer, because I'm not really... That's
true.
I'm going to kill them before they even get to this one.
Third Pavo, someone brings that thing here. Yeah, we're just gonna let him sit there and do his thing.
I'm just gonna spam abilities because why not?
Yep. Oh, I don't know if everybody saw this, but Sav posted she cracked 1,000,000 last night.
Congratulations.
Yeah, really.
I know my Defiant has cracked 300k twice. I know my Defiant and Sovereign have now cracked 300. I haven't done my Lexington yet, but that will come at some point. They didn't last very long.
Yep.
You know what? I'll open your stream up so I can be entertained while doing nothing.
These things just go bloop into nothingness.
Well, the jellyfish is crazy.
Yes, it is. I just had a horrific thought. After Sunday, I have no excuse to not open up every single box of stuff that's been in my garage for up to the last 10 years. Oh my god, I'm not going to be living in boxes. I don't know what to do.
You should do? You should have an unboxing stream.
No, I really don't think people are going to care that I've got financial records to unbox. This is not going to be exciting.
There is those people who like that sort of niche.
I see people do that all the time, and I'm like, oh, how boring. But hopefully it will force me to not keep hold of all the crafts and projects I've started over the decades. Or maybe to finish them. I gave up quilting, though, about 4 years ago. I love quilting. But the thing is, when I quilted back at my house, I would quilt on the bed and, have the TV on and do quilting. I'd have the blanket that I'm working on over my lap and working on it from a little hoop frame. But I would take the needles that I was working with when I was changing positions, and I'd stick them into the mattress. I have an air mattress now. That is not something you want to do. Yes, I know there are pin cushions and needle cushions, and I have them. But it's an old habit, and it's very hard to break.
How are the hellswarms?
They're okay. They're not liking this move at all. So today, tomorrow, and Saturday will all be days where we're going to give them what's called the pup calm, or calm pups? Yeah, calm pups, which is basically a medical marijuana for dogs, but perfectly legal. You can buy it in the dog food stores. It's got some various herbal extracts that are soothing.
For the puppies.
Yeah, because tomorrow won't be bad. Saturday, with the movers being in the house, they are going to go nuts. Well, I'm going to have to lock them in the bedroom. And they're just going to be going crazy. Do they work on humans? No, it specifically says not for human consumption.
There is those people who will try and take it.
Yes, it won't kill you. It just won't do what it's supposed to. But at the cost of them, they're not inexpensive. You can go to the dispensary and get legal stuff. Well, I've told you about my adventure with trying edibles back in Chicago, right? Have I not told you guys that story? I'm sure I have. When my husband was quite ill and the doctor wanted him to try edibles to stimulate his appetite because he was starving to death, basically. And nothing tasted good, so he's like, well, try edibles because they can increase your appetite on some of them. Make sure you get one that's intended for that. So I got that for my husband. It was a buy one, get one free type day at the dispensary. And so, I don't need a second one because I want to make sure these work, as I'm telling the nice person at the desk. They said, well, it's buy one, get one free. You just pay the tax on it.
I think our friend, the Fakiri ship, this
Yes.
Gamma,
Yeah.
is not exactly a high DPS in character, so it's going to be a hard carry on Gamma.
Well, Chris is up here. I can come down and join you if you need any help down there, Lemures. Just let me know. Anyway, the upshot is after getting the edibles for myself to just kind of calm down, and the guy was very explicit, half of one after a full meal until you get used to him. Translation, I took a whole one before I started cooking dinner. I wasn't entirely sure I was capable of turning off the stove, and just that thought of I have to turn the control to the left. That's it. That's all I have to do. But I was doing no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do that. Chris, I'll leave these all to you because you probably can. No, Chris is science. Yeah, you're better than engineering still. I'll get these over here. And beta.
Now I'm going to start moving out now to defensive position.
Mm-hmm. Of course, it gets worse. After I couldn't figure out how to turn off the stove, I realized I had no idea where my feet were. This is a problem. Couldn't find my feet, couldn't find anything. Couldn't turn off the stove. That was the last time I tried anything like that.
Okay. I'm at 9.6 kilometers.
Okay.
What I like to do is stay in range of the satellite. So I still hit the satellite with my green beam.
Heads up. The enemy flagships are coming to attack.
I also may need a dreadnought. I think we get team benefits on dreadnoughts. If anybody takes one out, we all get it. Let's find out here. Let's take this guy out. So if you needed a dreadnought, you should have at least one now if we've got the team share. Apologies, the dog is snoring noisily. Guess I'm going to go try and put a dent in that dreadnought over there. Maurice, do you need help down there? I'm going to run down to Gamma for a moment. See if I can't help out a bit. I'll be right back, Chris.
Whoever just got me my plasma damage space, thank you very much.
Well, technically, that would be the Terrans that got you your plasma damage in space.
I actually got my hull repair, actually.
Oh, very nice.
What I did is I came out of jellyfish form for a few minutes. Now let's go back into it. There we go.
I think once I get to the house, we should start doing another Pimp My Starship series. And get everybody's ships caught up to speed on this stuff.
Like what I've been doing with my ships a
Yep.
little bit.
But we do it on the air so everybody can share in, and if we've got stuff, we share the stuff. Okay, I'm going to zip back up to Chris Land. Oh, Chris came down. No wonder it was going so fast. Thank you, Chris. $30 left, roughly.
This did not go to plan.
Yeah, you're doing okay.
Even with tier 10 weaponry.
Then you're doing great. Tier 10. I assume you mean like level 10?
Yeah, level 10 weaponry.
I can come get these guys. 4 seconds left. We're fine.
Well done.
Open you
So
up on
this is
that.
the last day, I believe, for Pavo, and then we start red alerts after the patch today.
Wow. Oh, I got plasma damage ground, so that's a real quickie.
I just cleaned
Just
up
gonna
one
break
thing
team
out
real
of my
quick.
email. Okay,
I'm gonna break the team on my side anyway.
no problem.
You know what I've been doing?
What?
I have a little plan to save a little bit of money, and I'm trying to grind the dilithium a little bit to get at least 6,000 Zen via just dilithium. Good idea.
If you've got it, sure. Great idea. See what else is in there.
I know I have a steady I know I have at least 3,000 Zen already, just covered in dill.
Ah. Let's see. My Zen is... That's not my Zen. Let's see where my Zen is. I have... Oh, apparently I have some Zen sitting in there. How interesting. I have 10,000 Zen. Yay!
Actually, if you had 64,000 Zen.
64,000 Zen? No, I have 10,000 Zen.
Where's my plasma? Additional plasma. Yep, okay. I'm right here.
Okay, let's see. Let's go back through this list. Chris needs destructible torps, dreads times 3. Did you get your dreads, Chris? Okay. Let's see. You've also got hull repair. 1 destructible torp. Got a preference for how we get the 1? That could be Borgies. That could be Azure Nebula.
Well, if anyone doesn't have any problems with it, how about an ISA?
That works. Chris would like something Borgy. We're all back in a team here. Okay, everybody has a minute to make sure they've got the ship they want, then I will queue us up. I'm going to go ahead and queue us up, but I won't hit the go till everybody says they're ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, but I'm waiting on Chris because he likes to switch ships. You good, Lemurys? Do you need to switch to anything else? Okay. ISA, Weewoo.
Wee woo. Don't mind my medic.
How did you get him down there?
Well, considering I have a ground build that basically involves the doctor.
Ah, okay. So yeah, when you hit it, he comes up.
I think we have more than enough firepower here to split this run.
Okay. What we got here? We got J.N at Garlic Mushroom 8887. Some works for me.
Is that a Klingon vessel?
Could be a Klingon vessel. It's probably
That
not
is a Klingon vessel.
That's a no.
That's a Kuj Command Dreadnought.
Yes, it
or
is.
AKA the Klingon version of the Baran.
Yes, I was thinking Baran, but you were right. I don't even need to tank this thing. It's only ISA. Who's going to the right? It looks like Joshua. We're going to the right. Give Chris a better chance at his torp, too. That was a neat little thing on the graphics there. My hull disappeared. Well, that was easy.
That was quick.
Did you get your torp, Chris? What Borg? Murray says, did they change this mission? No, they did not change. No. People would be up in arms if they changed the mission. Nope, same. If you're answering Lemuri's. Well, I mean, they changed it in that it used to be cubes when you came in, and now they've downgraded cubes to assimilators. And the end is a tactical cube. Or is the end just a cube? The end's a tactical cube, right?
Well, cubes now are simulators, but there's still cubes in the game. It's just a matter of finding them.
Let's see. Well, if I remember right, for visuals, the regular cubes became assimilators, tactical cubes became cubes, and tactical cubes are now like overpowered cubes. Cubes of higher HP, yes, indeed.
I think the simulators, the probes and the spheres are still their scout vessels.
Yeah, those haven't
the
changed.
Simulators are more like a scout, big.
Right, but I meant for visual effects and for DP, it's akin to just downgrading the visuals.
Mm-hmm.
Did they remove the tactical cube?
No,
it's still there. I mean, think about the end of Guillotine, where the two tactical cubes pop up. There's tactical cubes in a couple of different missions, but they're bigger, meaner things.
I think they should bring back the cube and diversify the Borg fleet. We have the tactical cube, we have the regular cube.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Then we have the sphere, the simulator, the probe.
Yeah.
The reverse engineered Vija.
Yep.
And we have the diamond.
Don't forget the, by the reverse engineered VJ, are you talking about the toothbrush holders?
Yep.
Yeah,
Because if you've played the latest mission,
I have.
you
Several
know
times.
for a fact Harry Kim definitely states Vija.
Yeah, he does. You're right.
Or the the obliterator, as I call them.
Chris says, I get they're happy to use a design from a different game that's a fan favorite, but come on. Yeah, there's a lot of assimilators in here. The worst part is, though, when an assimilator is being played by a tune, then it's like, you have that moment of, huh? And why can't I target them? Who has stuff left on their endeavors, if anyone?
I need plasma damage ground. Well, I know Chris would be out for
Yep,
that
that's not a
one.
Chris thing. Chris has HP to repair in space. I think that means we're going to have to do some more spacey stuff. Oh no! Whatever shall we do? Lemurius needs phaser ground.
Well,
I mean,
I have an idea.
I need Both ground, but what I really need is I need to do Pavo on my other tune, which I can do ground very easily. I haven't even looked at the other tune yet. Oh, Chris says he will go set up food to heat up, and we can go do ground. That works for me. Can you guys hang on a second? I'll switch to my other account and do Pavo, and we can do Pavo ground if that works for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just going to simply do the
How long would it take to just pew pew with a phaser rifle to 20,000? Depends on where you are. About 2.5 minutes.
I would say the quickest would be the new Mirror Universe on Elite.
Or you can do my fallback, which is New Romulus, go up to Vastum Peaks. You'll just hit 20,000 when you finish it. Let's see, Complicados. Let's see what we've got here. And I'll go back to there.
They're both good options, though.
Yeah, depends on, what your phaser rifle is doing. I have Vodware on the ground, Zunkethi's ships in the battle zone. God, I've got garbage on this one. But would you guys be game for a little Pavo ground to get your ground damage?
Sure.
You are still in a team, and let's see.
Let me see if I can invite you.
Hang on a second, I need to do something here with Lethron. Okay, go ahead and try and invite me.
Oh, the team completely disbanded.
Okay, well then let me go ahead and reteam us. That's okay, that's perfect.
Anti-proton weapon, where are you? I got Zephyr Cochrane's shotgun up to epic level. By the way. You know melee damage on the ground?
Yes.
That's what I now use. Or, kinetic, damage on ground. Or physical damage.
Physical
sorry.
damage, yeah. Let me queue us up for Pavo Dissension here. You guys got your toys ready?
Yeah, I got my Borg weapon. Or an ex-Borg weapon.
Lumaries,
available.
you've never done Pavo ground? Or you've never done PP with the phaser rifle? I assume you've done Pavo ground. Weewoo?
Woo!
Weewoo. Okay. Shoot things.
Well,
There are some things. The first thing we're going to do is there are 5 consoles here. You go over, destroy the console just by hitting F, and then wait a moment and it'll ask you to activate the Pavo ground crystal.
yep.
Then 3 streams will appear after these blow up. Let's team up maybe 3 and 2 Just because Lemurray's hasn't done this before, unless the other guy is good at this.
Well, I will take the middle one underneath the waterfall.
Well, you don't know there's going to be one under the waterfall yet.
This map never changes.
Yes, it does. It changes
Wait,
a lot.
what?
Yeah. There are different routes you can take.
Oh my god, it actually has changed. Normally we go underneath the waterfall in that way.
You can, I mean, depending on which path activates, but there are different paths.
Yeah.
And it's not random, but there's only a few paths. So I'm going to get this one here. Okay, so let's see what we get today. So 2 up the hill. Yeah, you got one under the waterfall. Do you want to go solo?
Yeah, I'll go solo.
Okay, Lemurray's come with me. We're going to go up this hill. And they haven't run up there yet, so we're going to go right. So we're going to stay this way. Once again, there will be 3 consoles. It's your job to activate the console and then defend it.
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
What do I have on this one?
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it.
Once all 3 are activated, then the counter starts. So this is a great place for laying down, mines, AoE, crystals.
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it.
So apparently one of the other guys came with us. Did you get the other guy?
Nope.
Okay. Wherever he is, he's dying.
That's the anti-proton weapon.
Advance to the next one.
Okay, so now we're going to follow the path to the next one. And we're going to do the same thing. There will be 3 stations. We're going to set up all 3 stations and then defend them. Whatever you do, if you click F, you're going back to the base. So be careful.
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Terran reinforcements. Wah, wah, wah.
Ex-Terran reinforcements.
I say, get out of here, you Terran pieces of absolute monkey trash.
Do I have any? Nope. I used to just lay a whole bunch of mines on this route.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I'm already on the final one.
Yeah, we're on our way over there. So we're going to follow the path once again. And we're going to defend this last one. This one has 5, though. But this is actually the easiest one of the endgame pieces. It's easier to defend. This is on normal. On elite, it's a little more interesting, but completely doable. Get all 5? Nope, there's one more.
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Here we go.
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it.
I've already defeated my. I'm getting my universal done as well.
Oh. Oh, Captains and Commanders, yeah. This is a good one for Captains and Commanders. I did the ground sequence of home, which was pretty good for it. Ooh, there's the dilithium box over here.
And
Mama needs
that's
dilithium.
all my endeavors are done now.
Excellent. Wow, absolutely none of mine are done. I'll deal with that this afternoon. Maybe I'll deal with it this evening. So are you getting your 20,000 phaser there?
Crystal is under attack. Defend it.
That should be done by now.
Yeah, I would think. We still have a big fight sequence coming up after we get all the crystals.
Looks like me doing this solo has definitely made a difference.
Oh, well, here, you go shoot things.
Crystal has unit purified. Advance to the next one.
Okay, so at this point, you can click on the transport to Spire, and I'll show you where we're going to go from there. Because,
And make sure there's no Terrans left.
yeah, there's
the
no
final
Terrans left
crystal.
here. Oh, and somebody... That's lovely. I landed in a box of dilithium. Okay, so let's follow this last path, because this last one... He's still finishing that up, so let's give him a hand there.
The two most deadliest people are now going to that area.
You can solo these. It's not out of the question. Obviously. But it's easier to solo these if you've got, like, the agony field. Because it'll wipe out the map for long enough for you to activate all these consoles. Do we get all of them? Yeah, we're good. Okay. I'll stop shooting things so you can go out there and get your phaser damage.
Terran reinforcements have arrived. A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it.
Who's liking all the heals?
Oh, it doesn't look like we need that many.
A placed
Nope.
crystal is under
Okay, you keep using the Parvo crystal, which is healing all of us, so...
Mhm.
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
And I see somebody's got an assimilate module on them.
Yep, that's my Borg character.
Crystal has been purified.
Alright, now we can transport back to the Spire.
Well done. Looks like the Terrans are retreating.
I know which one I want to do. Let's see if anybody else takes it.
I'll take the central path.
Okay. Lemuria's,
Central one.
come on over here with me.
You know why I always take central?
Because you like to.
Position? Because there's always a chance that... There's always a chance of Terrans spawning down here, and
Yes,
I can
there
hit all paths.
Okay, so right in front of where we're standing is where 5 of the Terrans will occasionally beam in. It's a good spot if you just want to sit there and do damage.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one where up here they will beam in and they will set up like a torpedo launcher or something up here, but they won't beam in as much. So where you're at, you should get more damage. Oh, that was nice. Lithium just appears around me. When the Defend the Spire timer gets to about 3:15, we're going to go back to the central area because that's where the big guys are going to spawn. And it's nice to
I'd destroy
vaporize
them
them.
before then.
Oh, give us a second. I'd love to come down there and just beat the heck out of things. It was fun. We had all of us waiting down there the last time because we had the timer down pat.
The Terrans placed an agonizer by one of the routes. Destroy it.
Whose is it?
quickly.
Is there anybody over there? There's no one over there. I'm going to get that one. How did we not get anybody over? Oh, there is somebody over here. They're all the bad guys.
I'm killing them from down here, that's why.
Okay, we got this one healing now. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to get your guys. My bad. My bad.
Who's this rogue Gorn?
The gronkiest of them all?
The chunkiest of Gorn.
Perhaps the chunky gronker. Alright, it's about 3:15. I'm coming down here to the center. If you want to head on down here.
And everyone hit the adapted vinculum for
Terrans placed an agonizer.
healing abilities.
Oh, I got other stuff for healing.
I know you do, but there's some people in here who don't.
There we go. They're going to beam in the bosses now.
Forces.
And this is when we all hit everything that we've got. All so much for them.
Looks like the Terrans have given up.
We basically DPS them so hard that they couldn't get all their words out.
That's the game here. It's just like with the Counterpoint, it used to be, can you get Lita's dialogue to jam into each other? Something about the Emperor will crush you, we're taking too much damage. You know, you got to get that just perfectly timed out. All right, we're at 6:54. I'm going to... Chris, you want in on one more? We can do one more spacey thing if it's not too long. Yeah, I know I'm taking a couple mental health days here. My immediate boss is like, yeah, come back next week. I'm going, I need to be there tomorrow. My other boss is like, whatever you need, don't worry about it. Even the owner of the company was like, whatever time you need, just take care.
Just get it done.
Well, get your act together, you know. It's been a bad 18 months, and I basically haven't taken any time off, and it's just hitting me. Mental health is a thing.
You know, you should take about a week worth of vacay.
I've got vacay coming up. I've got DNICon, which is in 5 weeks. Then I've got a wedding almost immediately thereafter. What is June? June got canceled. Yay, so I've got some time down in June. July and August are DT's wedding and Star Trek Vegas, which I think I'm going to make a shorter trip than I had planned.
Shorter trip to Star Trek Vegas?
Pardon?
You're gonna make a shorter trip of it?
Yeah, well, normally the convention used to be 5 days. Now it's 4 days. But I'm going out 2 days early for the wedding, so I think I will probably do like Friday, Saturday at the convention. And let me take a look at the calendar really quick here. June, July. So the wedding is like the 31st, and I'm hoping they're having some plans of their own. So I'm thinking I might drive up to southern Utah on the 1st, get a rental car, drive up there, and go visit Borg King. And then come back and do the convention on Friday, Saturday. And go home on the midnight flight on Saturday night. Maybe. Or the first flight out on Sunday morning. And that gets me home with a whole day to just kind of relax, visit the doggos, unpack, things like that. Chris says, holy moly, eating a properly heated, not dripping with fat meal just hits differently. Yeah. Air fryers and crispy. So, Chris, do you want an invitation to do one last spacey thingy? Oh, sure. I missed the sure there. My bad. There you go.
About leftover pizza from last night's meal.
Yeah, I currently have to eat all carry-out food because I packed all of my china and silver, so I'm down to nothing. I ate dinner out of the lid from the box from dinner yesterday because I forgot I had nothing. I think I'm just going to go out and get a piece of pizza and eat it there today. And then tomorrow I should have my cooking stuff in once they... Well, today's cleaning. I can start on packing all the cooking stuff today. Yay!
Means you're going to have a proper meal tonight.
No, definitely not. But I can at least eat carry out on a plate instead of off of something plastic. It'll probably be close to 3 weeks before all the kitchen stuff is unpacked and organized, but something to start. I haven't even packed up the kitchen stuff. Something spacey. Something spacey. Good morning, Chosen. You guys up for a little Hive Onslaught? Does that work for you?
If you've got 3 minutes... 2 minutes.
I got 3 minutes. Remember, I'm not going to work for a couple of days until I get a little bit healthier here. I still have to take the dogs out in a few minutes, but they're still asleep because they got up at 3 this morning.
Okay, I'll bring my DPS version. Wee woo.
Wee woo. This is not my DPS
DPS
version.
Lexington has been erected.
Okay. So, Chosen, what is coming up on console?
Well, this event that we're currently playing through.
Well, I meant what was coming that's new. Yes, that's what he said, Chris.
Erected.
The anniversary event's coming up for console.
They're easy, about a month, maybe 2 behind.
1.5. They run between 2 and 6 weeks behind, depending on the event.
Yeah. And Ryza runs simultaneously.
Yeah, Ryza does. I think Winter Event does too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, this is not my good tune. Okay, Mom, think. So the things that are marked now as Borg cubes are the old tactical cubes. So I like how it's defined as a Borg cube, like it could be anybody else's cube. Moopsy, do I have any heals? No, I don't.
How's this going for you?
Oh, this is terrible for me. This is a way underpowered tune.
Then you just see all the torpedoes from the Valkyries.
This is a tune who definitely deserves an upgrade, since she's my primary Federation tune on this account. This account is primarily Klingon Gorns. But that gets to be kind of problematic because you can't get a lot of team stuff done that way. My birthday is the day before the anniversary event starts on console, which is exciting. Yes, it is. Happy birthday.
I get getting too much aggro with me firing so much DPS at them.
Well, and whose fault is that?
Definitely not mine. I don't make any apologies for it, though.
Chris says, ahem.
Well, Chris, you have your own DPS meta for yourself.
Oh, there's one more over there. if I can get it. Oh, come on. 2 cutscenes? Seriously? And I died. How unfair. I died in a cutscene. Your poor little ship can't even do any decent pew-pew because everybody else is killing it faster than she can. Oh, that's going to be dead before that even fires.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
And I died again. Poor ship, poor little ship.
Victory, where none can be had.
I don't have to hold back my fire. I'm dead. Pre-killed for your convenience. That looks like an X-Borg queen to me.
I am eternal. This is not the end.
The was queen. See, yes, I will accept her words and leave the map now. So before I log off here for the day, I will not be on tonight. I guarantee you. I gotta get this move done, and just
There's so much things you need to do before.
I am just not doing well, so that's the way it goes. Screaming Litas. I'm not on a fleet or an armada at the moment, so if you have fleet marks and you're in the strike group armada, check the Screaming Litas. The Spire and the Embassy both did upgrades, and as of an hour ago, one of them still needed about 7,000 fleet marks. So, you know, if you got fleet marks, you want to burn them, go for it. All those sound good, Chosen. For my birthday, I bought a house and a piece of cake. Which is why I'm now absolutely... And for once, I'm slowly coming to the realization that I can afford to live in this house, even if I lose my job. What was the cake? It was Reese's peanut butter chocolate cake. It was good, but the icing was a little too sweet, I think. I think that's an issue with American cakes, is we tend to be very sweet. There's a really good French bakery that makes an amazing cake where it's more of a traditional lower sugar sponge, and then the icings tend to be, I don't know how to describe it, like an Italian meringue, if you know what that is. Do you know what an Italian, if that's what it's called in other places?
Mm-hmm.
You
Meringue.
take,
yeah.
well, okay, an Italian meringue, you take egg whites and you beat them till they're almost stiff, very close to stiff, and then you slowly pour in boiling sugar. This cooks the egg whites. They lose a little bit of their volume, but it gives them some sweetness and gives them really silky texture. And you continue to beat them until the mixture is at least room temperature to cooler than room temperature. And then you slowly beat in a pound, half pound of softened butter and a little bit of flavoring. So it's not meringue in the sense of eggy, crunchy, gooey. It is like an icing, but much less sweet and much more velvety texture. There's two different styles. Italian meringue, maybe French meringue's the other name for it. It does not become a crust. No. It's not that type at all. It becomes very silky, and it never crusts because the sugar is cooked. It's got like the texture of whipped cream, but really stable, and it's delicious, and it's something you see more in Europe than you see here. because you can't over-decorate with it. You probably have, Chris, and never realized it because it's probably like a standard icing. Here, standard icing is butter, powdered sugar, and flavoring, and sometimes a little liquid. And that crusts over and gets kind of crunchy hard on the outside, which isn't good. But the only way to avoid that is not to use powdered sugar, and if you don't use powdered sugar, it doesn't beat into the eggs, and then it gets crunchy and crispy, and that's not good either. Anyway, I'm going to go walk the dogs in a few minutes, and then I'm going to do laundry because I moved all my clothes to the new place. It's not an Italian dessert. It's just the name that Americans have for this particular icing. I don't know what else you'd call it. Yeah, it's just what we call it. Oh, it's sometimes just called buttercream, but it's not American buttercream. Oh, then, yeah, if your mom doesn't do it, you probably haven't. I mean, it's certainly something you can do at home. It's easy enough if you have a stand mixer, but I'd never want to make that one by hand, unless I had really good arm muscles. Anyway, I'm getting the heck out of here. I've got stuff to do. So I will talk to you all later. Remember what to do on the count of 3, except I'm the only one here. Stay moopsome!